Forbidden diapers, naked rock stars, and bitter divorces. If you want to nanny for the stars, you'll need more than a positive attitude. Jon and Kate Plus 8 followed the lives of then-married couple Jon and Kate Gosselin and their 8 children. After the couple divorced in June 2009, the show was called Kate Plus 8, which showcased Kate raising her children as a single mother. Of course, raising 8 kids was no easy feat, and the Gosselin family enlisted the help of nannies. However, there are allegations that Kate may have been a little too controlling when giving specific orders to her workers. A former nanny to Gosselin's kids reportedly spilled the tea to E! News. The source said Kate gave employees a manual on her pet peeves to ensure that they would not do things such as vacuum at specific times or place items on the floor. If the clock struck 9 p.m., employees were to stop whatever they were doing and call it a day. The ex-nanny also admitted that she had to eavesdrop on the kids' conversations with their father, Jon Gosselin.
Communication with my children that live with Kate is very difficult because I have been alienated from those children.
The former nanny dished that when Jon called the kids on the phone, Kate said to us nannies, "You are Kate, so always listen in on the phone calls." Kate would say she had no problem with the kids having a relationship with Jon, but it always felt like a facade to me. The childcare provider decided to stop working for Kate when she witnessed the reality star spanking her son Colin in front of the other kids using a plastic spoon. Reportedly, this occurrence was one of a number of uncomfortable situations. Believe it or not, Kate Gosselin's ex-husband, Jon Gosselin, has also been in the news for his nanny drama, but for an entirely different reason. Jon allegedly had an affair with his children's nanny, Stephanie Santoro, after he and Kate filed for divorce in June 2009. At the time, he was already in a relationship with his then-girlfriend, Haley Glassman. Speaking with In Touch, Santoro claimed that after meeting Jon several times in the bar where she worked, he invited her to his home in Pennsylvania and asked for a massage. Things escalated, and Jon eventually kissed her. Allegedly, he cautioned Santoro, "Whatever you do, don't fall in love with me because it's going to be impossible for me not to fall in love with you." Shockingly, Santoro even described her intimate experiences with Jon as generally lackluster. She also indicated that while she and the reality star were close, they had not discussed marriage. Glassman and the father of 8 split in October 2009. In an interview with Radar, she revealed that Jon had cheated on her with a reporter named Kate Major, but did not mention the ex-nanny. Mariah Carey's infamous diva-like behavior had her children's nanny exposing her dirty laundry. In January 2015, the singer's former nanny, Simonette DaCosta, filed a lawsuit against the star and her ex-husband, Nick Cannon, claiming that the former couple neglected to compensate the nanny for overtime. According to ABC News, the lawsuit alleged that DaCosta cared for Carey and Cannon's twins, Monroe and Moroccan, from October 2013 until late January 2014. During that time, DaCosta states that she worked more than 100 hours per week on a regular basis. She received no sleep or meal breaks and was on call 24 hours a day. The suit also stated Ms. Carey terminated DaCosta after berating her for exhibiting too much affection towards her children. According to Page 6, the ex-nanny settled the lawsuit against her former boss in June 2015 for an undisclosed amount. Carey has admitted to having a hard time keeping nannies. In 2014, she spoke about her struggle with Power 105.1's The Breakfast Club.
I'm very hands-on. I fire nannies like this, and I hate doing it, but I have to, because if they try to make themselves more important in the baby's minds than me.
In 2002, Claire Verity, the former nanny to Rolling Stones singer Mick Jagger's son, Gabriel, confessed to having sex with the rock star. In an interview for The Mirror, Verity, who has worked for the likes of Sting and Dire Straits guitarist Mark Knopfler, revealed that the alleged affair took place just 48 hours after meeting Jagger. The nanny worked for Jagger in 1998. She alleged that the singer introduced himself naked and fresh out of the shower, while Gabriel and his mother, Jerry Hall, were just a few feet away in their hotel room. Verity admitted that she was very struck by Jagger's appearance, calling him well-endowed. The meeting quickly became physical. Verity explained, "He hitched me up onto the breakfast bar and he pulled down my jogger bottoms. We kissed passionately. My head was swimming. The next thing I remember, he was making love to me." She added that she did not regret the incident, calling the frontman one of the sexiest stars on the planet. Jagger's spokesman, Bernard Doherty, denied the allegations. Somewhat unsurprisingly, Jagger and Hall split after 22 years together when she learned of his affair with Brazilian model Luciana Jimenez. The model gave birth to Jagger's son Lucas in May 1999. According to Closer Weekly, the rock star has fathered 8 children with 5 different women. Katie Lowes is best known for starring as Quinn Perkins in ABC's drama series Scandal. Before she made it big in Hollywood, however, she worked numerous jobs to pay the bills. In multiple interviews, Lowes confirmed that, both as a caterer and nanny, she often worked for celebrities. Speaking to Jimmy Kimmel in October 2013, Lowes revealed that she worked as a nanny to one celeb who had a unique way of parenting. Lowes told Kimmel that one anonymous celebrity parent refused to put their children in diapers, saying, "If the baby would start to make a face of frustration, what you would have to do is quickly remove the onesie, rush to the toilet, hold the baby over the toilet." As harrowing as this position may sound, it seems that Lowes can laugh at the absurdity of the situation in hindsight.
I would have to make encouraging poop sounds behind his face.
Although Lowes kept the identity of that celeb a secret, fans quickly put two and two together when actor Connie Britton spoke to E! News in January 2014 and admitted that Lowes was the nanny to her son, Eob. Apparently, Lowes was fairly good at her job, as the Nashville star later joked, "I was so upset when she got the little pilot. I think it was really pretty selfish on her part, I'll be honest." Philippa Christian is known as the nanny to the stars. The Australian nanny has worked for countless celebrities and even royalty. Thanks to her position, she's been on private jets and gone to some of the most lavish celebrity parties.
A lot of parents also like their children to be bathed in this diamond water, which I didn't know what this was when I first started working, but it's water that has been run through diamonds.
Christian told The Morning Show, Australian nannies worldwide are sort of known as being the cream of the crop. While Christian has been fairly transparent about her nannying experiences, in fact, she wrote the novel Nanny Confidential based on her life, she's sworn never to reveal her past employers. She shared on the talk show, "When you're a nanny, the best interests of the children always come first. Of course, it's quite easy to name a lot of people I've worked for and to make a lot of money that way, but I would just never do that." In 2016, Christian dished to ET that affairs between nannies and celebrities are more common than the ones we read about in the tabloids.
A lot of my nanny friends and myself know of one nanny in particular who has had a baby to a celebrity father who the media don't know about.
She also shared that some stars aren't fond of nannies forming relationships with their kids. Christian said, "It's just because parents feel as though that child is becoming too close to you and they are getting jealous of the relationship, so you can be replaced like that." According to the Daily Mail, Christian no longer works as a nanny but teaches up-and-coming nannies the tricks of the trade. Since their July 1999 wedding, Victoria and David Beckham's marriage has been a hot topic. There's been constant speculation about the soccer player's infidelity, and it didn't help when a former nanny decided to expose the famous couple and allege details of their crumbling marriage to the press. According to the Daily Mail, in 2005, former nanny Abby Gibson sold her story to the now-defunct publication News of the World for approximately $300,000. She alleged that she witnessed the famous couple arguing nonstop and that Victoria reeled over David's cheating ways. Gibson elaborated that the couple's marriage was on the rocks due to David's alleged affairs with a personal assistant, a beautician, and one additional woman. David responded to the allegations via E! News, stating, "When you invite someone into your home to look after your children, your most precious possessions, you have to trust them. Of course, we have arguments like everybody, but at the end of the day, I know that I love my wife." The Beckhams sued Gibson for breach of confidence and in March 2006 received an undisclosed settlement from News of the World. In June 2009, Gibson apologized to the Beckhams for breaching her duties of confidence. In April 2008, actor Rob Lowe found himself in a legal battle with his former nanny of 7 years after she accused the star of 12 allegations, including sexual harassment and labor code violations. The ex-nanny, Jessica Gibson, alleged that Lowe would inappropriately touch her and expose himself during her employment. Gibson also claimed that Lowe's wife Cheryl harassed her by discussing sexual experiences and speaking with vulgarity. Lowe publicly denied the allegations and claimed that Gibson was blackmailing the star and his wife for a sum of $1.5 million. The actor also filed a preemptive lawsuit against Gibson. He wrote in the Huffington Post, "My family is devastated at this betrayal. This woman worked in our home and traveled with us off and on for 7 years without complaint. In fact, she left other jobs to return to work for us 3 different times." 2 of the 12 allegations pertaining to labor code violations were dismissed by a judge in June 2008. In May 2009, both Lowe and Gibson dropped their lawsuits. However, it wasn't over for the Lowes, who faced another sexual harassment claim by a second nanny named Laura Boyce. She accused Cheryl of, quote, racial and sexual epithets throughout Boyce's 7 months on the job. The actor sued Boyce for confidentiality agreement violation and defamation. However, both suits were dismissed. Celebrity nanny Suzanne Hansen had no problem exposing her past employers in her 2005 book, You'll Never Nanny in This Town Again. The tell-all discusses the good and bad of working as a nanny to the elite in Hollywood, including her rough gig as a live-in nanny for popular talent agent Michael Ovitz's children, and her more pleasurable time working for Danny DeVito and his wife, Rhea Perlman.
I don't know what love is.
Well, you're in luck, 'cause I do.
Hansen may have inadvertently started a rumor about actor Nicole Kidman and her adopted kids, Isabella and Connor, whom she shares with her ex-husband Tom Cruise. The nanny confessed to Page Six that she never saw Kidman with her son or daughter. However, Hansen reportedly did not nanny their kids directly, so she may not be authorized to comment on Kidman's involvement with them. She also spoke on the family's non-disclosure agreements. Tom would make his nannies sign confidentiality agreements that were so strict they couldn't even say for whom they were working. So basically, if Cruise went on camera and said how he didn't have any help raising his children, they couldn't say anything. Kidman and Cruise announced their separation in February 2001. Their divorce was finalized that August, and they had reached a settlement by November. The Big Little Lies actor went on to marry country singer Keith Urban in June 2006. The couple has since welcomed 2 daughters, Sunday Rose and Faith Margaret. Contrary to any alleged comments over Kidman's lack of parenting, the actor did share in 2020 with Marie Claire Australia, "We never leave the kids. One of us is always there."